The next team to enter the competition, six-legged pentathlon, consists of Hyun Ju, player 120, Park Yong-sik, player 007, Jang Gum-ya, player 149, Seon Nae-yo, player 044, and player 095. They develop a strategy to win the game that would turn out to be something really inspiring. So, in the second round, player 095 starts with the game called Dakji. Player 095 struggled initially, but Hyunju told the player to flip the side of the tile, and then strike the other tile. Fortunately, the trick works, and they move to the next game. The next game is Flying Stone, and it's player 007 who plays the game. On the first try, he doesn't hit the stone in front of him. As a result, they move ahead and pick the stone up, but instead of turning around and getting back to the point from where they need to take the shot, they decide to walk backward and get to their point. This saved them time and gave them additional time to play the game. However, it didn't take much time for player 007 to complete the round and move ahead. They all moved in a synchronized way to the other mini-game, Gonggi, and the one who played the game was player 149. Although she couldn't complete the game on her first try, she maintained her composure and completed the game convincingly. The game continued, and both teams won the round and made their way to the next game. The competition moved ahead and a lot of teams moved forward to the next round, but it's time for Song Gi-hun and his team to perform. Will they be able to successfully finish the game? Gi-hun, Aka player 456, and his team, consisting of players 001, 390, 388, and 222, is one of the last two teams to compete in the six-legged pentathlon. Jun-hee, Aka player 222, began the round by playing Dakji, and completing the round on the very first try. Meanwhile, Young-bai, player 390, completed the flying stone on the very first try as well. However, the most amazing game is played by Dae-ho, player 388, who plays Gong-gi, and uses his hands so swiftly that even his teammates are surprised by how fast he completes the game. But things get tricky with the fourth game, the spinning top, which is played by player 001. Player 001 starts pretty positively, but can't finish the game on the first try. As a result, the round continues and player 001 tries very hard to complete the round, but fails to do it on numerous tries. He gets agitated and starts blaming himself, slapping himself in the face and calling himself worthless. Gi-hun and other members of the team tell player 001 that he can do this, and they won't blame him for anything. He tries once again, and is finally able to complete the game. Everyone takes a sigh of relief as they move ahead to the final game, called Jeji, which was played by Gi-hun, and stood out as one of the most intense and memorable challenges of the competition. In this game, a player kicks a paper Jeji into the air and attempts to keep it aloft. During the competition, the place has to kick the Jeji 5 times without letting it hit the floor. The first 3 kicks by Gi-hun were close to his body, making it easier for him to strike again. However, the 4th kick took the Jeji completely away from his body, and when it looked like they would lose the game, player 001 helped Gi-hun win the game by pulling his leg closer to the Jeji, and eventually hitting it for the 5th and final time. As a result, they complete the game and cross the finish line. However, the other team was not that lucky. They were very close to crossing the finish line, but couldn't do it in the given time, and were killed on the spot by the guards. After the end of the game, the voting happened once again, but things get out of hand when Young-bai and Hyun-ju change sides and press. As a result, the game continues, and even though everyone is disappointed with Young-bai and Hyun-ju, when they explain their reasons for their actions, the group begins to understand their perspective, fostering a sense of reluctant empathy. But they had to keep everything aside and get ready for the next game, which was fun actually. The next game is called Mingle, in which all the players will stop on the platform in the center of the arena. Once the game begins, the platform will start to revolve. Shortly after, a number